Hi everyone. Quick little mid to late September update video covering a few topics pertaining to the channel and my immediate upcoming plans and stuff. I'll put it down in the video description. If you're interested in me, then maybe you should, I don't know, follow along. You click on the video. You can spend a few minutes of your life with me. Right, so, I guess since GetWaved and Snapwave, Y Caliber, made update videos regarding our Team GetWaved Extra Live, I'll go ahead and do so as well. I've been a part of Team GetWaved for less than a month, and very quickly after I joined, we raised quite a lot of money for Grimith here, Grimith R, because I had to put in a last name, so I figured I'd stick in the R. Currently, I am still on top of the leaderboard. You all have done well in making sure I have the biggest EP of the three. But Dave is pushing up there. He's got more donations received than I do. And I haven't received any in a while. We quickly exceeded my goal of $500 August 3 update. It was a mere 24 hours after I created the account. It was fantastic. But I'm not asking for anything more. If you would like to make sure that my EP is the biggest among the three of us, that's fantastic. But really, I achieved what I wanted to do. I was going to help out children, and I do help out children in some form or another over the course of my time anyway. And managed to spark some folks into doing so as well. And if I ultimately lose to either Dave or Snap or perhaps both, well, the children won't lose, and that's ultimately what matters. And do you honestly believe anything I'm telling you right now? Give me your money! Most of the festivities from October 20th, 2012, the primary hub is going to be on Snap's Twitch channel. However, it's worth noting that Dave and I have some individual ideas of our own. I don't know what Snap's going to do. Might kick around some ideas too. So, Dave took the time to plot out this pretty little Google Doc schedule, and I'll provide the tiny URL link that he made in the video description here. And you can see notes we've jotted to each other. I've just filled in my schedule for the most part. Dave took over the green masses. I, of course, chose a black on white. This is a tentative schedule, likely to change as we approach October 20th, the date of the broadcasting. And yeah, I am going to refrain from broadcasting unless I actually need to. So when say we play 4v4 Sins of a Solar Empire, I'm not going to be live broadcasting. So if you want the best scoop for things, you'd be better off watching Snapwave's Twitch or Dave's Twitch, or maybe even my Twitch, or maybe all three of them together. We're going to do our part to try to stay in close communication with each other, although I'll imagine it would be hard if one of us is playing a separate project and two of us are doing something else. I don't know, we'll see. We haven't quite figured out the specifics. So yeah, there's schedule, commitments and events, which is primarily Get Dave's realm, where he's written down folks who've made requests for him. And little ideas that we've jotted down, and stuff. Cool, I know. So there's that. It's something to look forward to. Approaching, it's in a month now. Hooray! And it's for the children, but it's really for fun, for us. For all of us, not just the three of us. But for folks out there who want to celebrate the whole child thing too. And if you don't have the money to spare, that's okay. Go out and donate your time to the children. Volunteer at children's hospitals, children-related activities, children's learning centers. Donate books to the children, eyeglasses, socks, stuff like that. The children are our future. The children are going to be watching over you whenever you're old and in a wheelchair. Got to keep that in mind. Our future CEOs and our future muggers are amongst those bright, beady-eyed individuals. Build up the karma now. Alright. that was convoluted. I didn't make any notes. I should have made some notes before I did this. Whatever. Moving on. Recording stuff. I currently have Syndicate, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 10, Shining Force, and I guess technically Civilization 4 as ongoing series. Civilization 4 is probably going to be the first one that's finished there. I put a lot of time into that yesterday, and I imagine I'll want to be wrapping that up, if only so I don't forget. Things have gotten very interesting. I don't have a guaranteed win. Very interesting indeed. This is the latest video. There's a lot of footage. I understand if you're not going to catch up with all of it. Probably not gonna finish the series, or at least record more Civ 4 until sometime next week. But as for my Rewarding the Rewarder series, Syndicate and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 10 are obviously both games I'm very interested in doing, so I'll get around to doing those, I presume, sometime next week, once my brain has recovered from being fried by the sun, and I'm more lucid, and something's wrong with me. I think it's all the animals. They're fucking with my head here at my brother's house. Well, he's at the beach con, though. Shining Force, though? Well, it might not get done until October. Maybe November. Let's say that I'm not as eager to play that game as other games. We'll just go with that, and I will try to not start any more projects until I am done with the ones I already have. Okay, so that taken care of. Final thing, as a reminder, as a few of you probably already know, I participate in Dungeons & Dragons version 3.5 with Gryphongod on Fridays during his Friday Mega Stream. Yay! He's Gryphongod. I'm not gonna provide any page for you. I'll provide a link, but you just replace Grimith with Gryphongod. Gryphongod. I wrote it on my desk. You can't see, just for you. The invisible trace of my finger oils will obviously bestow the knowledge upon you permanently. And that'll be starting sometime the D&D in particular. I think maybe 3 p.m., 4 p.m. my time. I think it's 3. Could be 4. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. And you were like, what's Griffith's time? Just follow Griffin's Twitch stream if you're interested in D&D. I'm not going to make an announcement video. This is the announcement video. And we stopped last session in the middle of a combat, and we can have good times all around. Yeah. I know one person has made a query concerning my macros, though. Map tool, what the fuck is map tool? This devil machine where you can actually fucking simulate a tabletop experience, in a program. It's Java-based, but, it still works. And you can go ahead and have fun times with that. And I even have some little macros here that I never used until I started doing this. I only just learned the whole macro process. I've known about MapTool for fucking 3 years. Never crossed my mind to actually sit down and make these things. I didn't know how easy it was. But, say, for example, oh my god, Wagner tried to attack something with his Morningstar and completely fucking failed. And if you go to edit here, I have a complex code compared to what you could just type in basically. But that's to trigger effects like critical threats and notifications of whether I rolled a 1 or a 20, stuff like that. And say, I just put in the holy water and the turn undead and the spiritual weapon ones. I modified the other macros a bit just to clean them up. And I also added some spell effects. So say, for example, I used 1 charge of my healing belt, and I healed 11 damage out of 2d8. And you go to edit there, and 2d8. Woohoo! Knowledge anything skill check. 24! And that's a 1d20 plus 4. So I rolled a 20 on that bitch. Nice, huh? Turn undead? Ooh, cleric's level -2. I'd be able to turn at most an undead with 2 hit die. But I'd be able to turn 11 hit dice of up to 2, my max. So, 5 skeletons with 2 hit dice and 1 skeleton with 1 hit die. Hooray! Turn undead. It's a confusing mechanic. D&D 3.5, confusing mechanics unless you're used to them. So yeah, just a little show off of all my macros, and you'll be seeing those in action. Vagnar's turn is actually the one that's coming up in the D&D session tomorrow. Technically tomorrow, okay. Yeah, like 16, 17 hours. Yeah, sounds about right. And so he's got his travel devotion active, so he's got 9 more rounds of that to go. He's got the spiritual weapon active. He's got 3 more rounds of that to go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Gotta have good times. So yeah, you wouldn't want to miss out on that. Vagna Grimbeard of the historic noble Grimbeard clan. Fantastic line of dwarves extending thousands of years into ancient dwarven lore. Unfortunately, the dwarven kingdoms are kinda a bit hustle bustle right now. Story. That's enough. I think I made this a little bit longer than I needed to be, but you're kind of used to that by now. So, before my scatterbrain makes me say any more stupid shit, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Congratulations if you watched this video. Boo if you didn't. Check out the links to be informed. Feel free to, ask questions about stuff. If you, want to know about things pertaining to these subjects in the comments. I guess because I'm scatterbrained, I'm actually in a good mood right now. I might entertain those and actually give you genuine, thoughtful answers instead of ridiculing you. It's gonna be challenging, but I might be able to do it. Also, yes, this token is what you think it is. I found this picture and was like, this is too fucking awesome for that not to be in the token list. Seriously! How could you not use that? I'll see you all later.